Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am going to jump in and do a collective reading for us all. I felt a shift in the energy, and there has been a great change in the Schumann resonance chart from last night into this morning, into today. It's still spiking and doing interesting things. I'm actually going to use my last screenshot of it as the thumbnail for this video. For those of you who joined me on my live last night, I just wanted to put out there that towards the end of that reading, I had what looked like a YouTube notification that came through on the comments saying that it was coming from YouTube, that I had a strike on my channel for hate speech and I was getting shut off in 2 minutes, which really threw me off. But I felt this very strange energy from that, and I instantly got a message to contact YouTube, which I did, and they got back to me right away. There are no strikes on my channel. There has been no message sent from YouTube to me, so that was a scam. And I had a feeling, but I wasn't sure. I've never had anything like that happen to me before. So we're getting a lot of that trickster energy coming through for many of us. Again, we want to pay attention to our reactions and responses when we are triggered or jolted. Uranus is now moving direct. So we have all planets moving direct now. Could be why I felt the shift. But I want to jump in to see what message the guides have for all of us at this time. I hope that everybody is doing well. I know that from what I have been experiencing and witnessing from others, there have been issues with sleep. Sleep has been difficult, yet there's also been like an extreme feeling of exhaustion. Listen to your body. I personally have had yet another forced rest to slow down. So when you're not listening to the body and the messages and the signs from the universe to slow down, we get forced rest. Whether it be an accident like I had, just broke my little toe, or getting sick and having to stay in bed. Those are forced rest. We're not listening. We're not paying attention. So let's get into the message for us all at this time. Wow, this is a nice message for us. You know, things are feeling very different, and it could bring up a sense of instability, unstable ground, as well as probably revisiting parts of life that we may not have fully honored the grief process. So that could be coming up for many. Another thing that has been coming up in the messages that I've been reading, you know, we all share collective energy. So we all put out vibration and energy coming from our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions out into the collective field, as well as receiving energy in from the collective field. We want to take the thoughts that may flow through the mind that are of, you know, revenge comes to mind because we've been hurt. Revenge, anger, blame, part of the grief process, denial, We want to take those negative thoughts, whether they're towards ourselves or towards others, and we want to turn them into unconditional love. Now, this can't be forced. We do have to go through the process of grieving. We do have to go through the pain. We have to go into the pain, the negativity, to and allow it to show us what we're meant to let go of, release, learn from, so that we can unload, unpack the heavier, denser energies that we've been carrying with us for this lifetime. Our vibration is shifting. It is changing. Aquarius energy is the waves of collective energy, vibration. So, it is always our choice whether we're going to go with that flow of that vibration. If it's collective and it doesn't feel positive, doesn't feel good, we have a choice. We can join in with that negative vibration, hate, anger, revenge, could even be regret. I'm getting a lot of different words coming to mind, but in order for us to elevate and stay on the higher vibrations, so we've got many different vibrational waves of energy flowing around us. We can pick and choose. Now, it's not to bypass. Sure, it's possible to bypass the negative vibrations and stay in the positive for as long as you can, but do know that whatever goes up must come down. So if you're not honoring the lower vibrations that also emanate within you and through you, and acknowledge and understand them, and transmute them, they can really swallow you up and take you on a ride. So it's important to ride your own wave, I'm hearing. Not look to outside sources and forces and people to rescue you from the lower vibration, the density that we do get pulled into. Now, when we get pulled into the lower vibration or the density, we do have the option, we have the choice to transmute that or stay within that vibration. But not to look outside. Superman's not coming. Not to look outside of us for somebody or something to rescue us from that. It is important to honor if the universe is calling you into the depths of pain and struggle, to honor that, to allow it to flood through you. It will rush through you. It seems scary. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to experience this. You don't have to. You don't have to let it take you, like swallow you, but allow it to flow through you so that you can understand it. You can understand how maybe in the past it had really taken you down. It had taken you on a road that a path that you certainly learned from, but it was not comfortable, uncomfortable. The shadow, what we were talking about last night in the live, the shadow of Leo energy, of the Leo moon, but the shadow of all the 4 fixed signs. We are swimming in the shadow aspects of these archetypes and within ourselves. Don't give up is the overall message here. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up in your journey. Don't give up on source energy. God, universe, spirit is with us. Is with us all. So it's important to remember that. And it's hard to connect to that energy when we are riding in the lower density vibrations of fear, pain, anger, blame. So check in with yourself to see what story you've attached to. Because the thoughts will flow through and we can attach to them and build a story. Create a story that is less than desirable to experience. Okay. Reiterating what I'm saying here, we have the Devil as the first card out, fell below unconditional love. So you may be touching in or experiencing or feeling or sensing, again, the lower vibrational energies, negative beliefs, negative stories, negative thought forms, anxiety, depression, that create. So you can either be stuck in a story from the past, which can create depression, or too focused and fixated on the future and like, how am I going to get out of this? What I need to do to move forward. Anxiety, depression. So work on being present, temperance. Focus on your presence. Be patient with this process. It is very intense energy. And so we are feeling these waves, these high highs and these low lows very, very intensely right now. But it is really designed to free us from that which has had control over us for lifetimes. These are ancestral patterns. These are patterns that we were born into. These are patterns that we've carried from our lineage, our family line. And it is up to us to break that cycle. Don't give up. It's time to break these old cycles. Ten of Pentacles, overall, family line, lineage. High Priestess below that. Oh, I got the chills. Allow what you have within you, your deep inner knowing, your primordial sense of soul, spirit, to rise above it all and to show you, to guide you into the higher vibration, into transmutation, into unconditional love for all. Now, that's not easy to do. I will say it does take, but who I'm reading for right now, we are all at a stage where we know better. We know better, and we may still get pulled into lower vibrations, but watch your thoughts. Pay attention to where the storyline is going. Do we have anything else? Okay, we're going to pull one last card from Moonology. This will be a short reading, but I just wanted to kind of tap in and see what was going on with the collective, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So, advice for us all. You may be revisiting patterns that were developed. They're not even your patterns. They were passed down from your family line or social conditioning and upbringing. Again, we are all working within the shadows, those aspects of ourselves that have been hidden. Pluto is rising them up from the depths of us. Parts of ourselves that have been hidden, denied, suppressed, repressed are coming, rising to the surface. We have a chance to actually see them, experience them, transmute them, turn them into unconditional love. Focus on the vibration that you choose to be in. Connect with nature. Nature is supporting us greatly at this time, as I'm staring at a bright red cardinal staring at me. out my window. Very supportive energy in nature. All the nature spirits. So we have a win-win outcome is forecast, and look at the bigger picture. Okay. So as long as we focus on unconditional love and we don't fall into the lower vibration or the shadow aspects of, especially Leo, which could be competition, even if it's competing of like who has it worse. Competition, comparison, big egos. I'm going to actually read these from the book. A win-win outcome is forecast, meaning this is a potential. It's a big potential, but we must pay attention to what energy we are emanating and carrying within us. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes just for a reason. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time. So try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Yeah, I think that pretty much spelled out a lot of it, a lot of what I was feeling too. So within relationships, partnerships of all kinds, they're kind of being shaken up, changing. Some are ending, some are moving to the next level. And we have look at the bigger picture. Oh, sorry. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minute can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. And yes, that is Uranus energy. Shocking surprises, actually. And that energy is very heavy. Pluto and Uranus are the main driving forces of a lot of this energy currently. And they're big, powerful, designed, developed for change, pushing us out of our comfort zone, ready or not. Although internally, when spirit says time's up, it's time to shift, it's time to change, it's time to well, what's below this deck? It's time to leave. It's time to leave the past in the past. It's time to leave something. And I think that came up in one of the zodiac readings. I don't remember what. When it's time, it's time. So honor that. So that's what I have for the collective today. I hope that you guys find this to be helpful for you. And I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.